Welcome, good morning. My name is Deb McFarland Enright, and we welcome all of you to the 17th annual Rise Mending Hearts Breakfast, right here in Nashville, Tennessee. We look forward to an entire morning with you to give you just a look-see at the great work of this extremely special place that started 17 years ago by a 17-time felon, Trina Frierson, who decided that the way to break the cycle from constantly re-entering after recovery into either a life filled with drugs or incarceration, she needed to break that cycle and felt it in her heart and knew what she needed to do. People just needed to know what was next. How do I get started? Who do I need to talk to? How do I make sure I get food? How do I take care of clothing? How do I get a job? And where can I stay when I'm trying to stay clean and trying to make my life move forward into freedom? We're going to show you all of that. You know, Trina is a real spiritual leader for me, and she's a mentor for me, and it is a delight. I am extremely proud to be a part of this event today. We're going to get to see all parts and pieces of Mending Hearts. It's distinctive in Nashville. It's actually distinctive in the recovery reentry ecosystem. Our folks can stay up to 2 years. As I said before, it's residential, but it's not just about getting somebody clean. It's about making sure they understand that their life is theirs to reclaim and that they can go on to do great things. So we give some opportunities to learn about financial management and what it means to recover your full life and maybe bring your family back together. Trina also believes that for that which addiction and incarceration and generational poverty has destroyed, it's up to Mending Hearts to rebuild. So we welcome you anytime to our beautiful neighborhood in West Albion Street to see the recovery of homes, the recovery of buildings for the sake of setting people free. We have so much to share and to show you today. So grab that cup of coffee, get your orange juice, whatever makes you happy in the morning. So stick around. It's going to be a very special day. Thank you for joining us. We've got so much to share.
I've been in addiction for probably 20 years.
I've been in addiction for like 12 years.
For about 6 years.
I came from a broken home.
When I was 18 and I had my first son, I went to a doctor and he started writing me pain medication.
I was led on the path to addiction because of grief and just not knowing how to deal with emotions, really.
I started drinking pretty heavily. You know, I knew I drank differently than other people.
I liked the way that it made me feel, so I started using it more and more.
I got 3 months from graduating nursing school, and I was in another toxic relationship pretty bad, and he introduced me to opiates, and it was pretty much downhill from there.
I lied about things, I manipulated people, I lost my job, my marriage was falling apart.
I wasn't paying my bills. I was hopping from job to job.
I was homeless, living in my car. Took the relationship I had with my kids, my family, anyone, all my friends.
I lost my kids. I lost everything that I care about. Everything that I care about.
I mean, it progressively got worse throughout the years. I continued with opiates off and on in between pregnancies.
I just started running the streets, and I was doing anything I could get my hands on, any kind of opiates, any kind of pills, any kind of benzos.
Whatever it was, I just wanted more of it.
So I was pretty much on a run with opiates and didn't know my way out of that. So it was pretty scary.
It made me lose like my self-respect, my self-love. Like I just became hopeless, and it furthered my addiction.
I was tired of being miserable, and I wanted to get my little girl's mom back.
I knew I'd hit rock bottom, and I wanted help. I just didn't know how to do it. Like I really wanted help, and I would say that every day, but I just couldn't get out of the routine of using. All I was doing was looking for that next high, but I was so tired. I was so sick and tired.
I hit my rock bottom. I overdosed. I spent some time in jail, and I didn't talk to my kids for like 8 months.
I ended up having charges in 6 different counties, literally going to court every other day. So I tried to, a couple of different rehabs that, didn't stick with me because I didn't have that foundation that I really needed.
So I was incarcerated for 23 and a half months.
I ended up in jail with an 8-year sentence over my head. And my mom just kept telling me, have faith, have faith, have faith. And I was like, well, that's easy for you to say. You're not sitting behind bars, And I kept the faith. And I was furloughed from prison to Mending Hearts.
They saved my life. They brought myself back. I love who I am today.
Mending Hearts gave me a home, food to eat. It taught me things about myself I didn't know. Like I found out who I was, what I liked, who Leslie was. I learned to love myself, and with that I've gained so much back.
When I first got here, I was a wreck. Like I didn't know anything. I was a total chaos.
Taught me a lot about myself, about why I went into addiction, what I was doing in addiction.
It has given me the tools and the support that I needed. It gave me hope. They believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. They loved me until I could love myself, and that's huge. I never really had that, and they gave me not so much freedom, but freedom to choose with the proper skills.
The structure, it's really well. It teaches us how to be responsible women and to love ourselves.
The difference that I have seen, I've been to another treatment facility before, is just that it's long-term. It's nothing short-term, so I felt like I could get my life together here. It wasn't like I had to rush.
I went through treatment, which is 28 days. Then I graduated up to phase 1 and took a lot of classes and started IOP. I had an awesome IOP teacher.
My IOP, intensive outpatient, was probably the best thing. Like I said, it was an awesome program. And then I had a therapist. I think that was a big thing, having a therapist as well.
They deal with not only addiction, but mental health too, and that's a big factor in my life.
Mending Hearts taught me how to notice patterns, recognize patterns and old behaviors, and how to get out of them. Like, it's given me tools to function.
The staff has really inspired me. Anytime I needed anything, no matter what it was, they were always there for me.
I got an awesome sponsor, and she is just the best. She's real supportive, real encouraging.
Like I said, it was a stable place, warm. I felt welcomed. I was here with women who were just like me, so I felt comfortable here.
I mean, well, we're all here for one another. We're all different ages, from different backgrounds. But the main thing I can say is we are there for each other. When you can't love yourself, we'll love you through it. If you're having a bad day, you can go and talk to anybody. There's always somebody to turn to. There's always somebody to talk to.
My peers here at Mending Heart, they're always there. Anytime you need anything to talk or whatever it is, they will help lift you up and be there for you.
The ones who just come in, they help me realize like where I've come from, and those are the most important people. They help me stay clean because I realize how bad off we were. And then the other women, we're just a great support group, And then you have people that you can look up to that have more clean time. Stick with the winners is what they told us to do.
This program is very affordable, which is huge. So I I got a job and started putting money back and started working on my credit.
I knew that I wanted to be responsible and be a productive member of society and have a job and be able to pay my own bills, to get a place, to get my kids back in my life. So I did that. I started and I got my license. I bought my car myself. I started paying my bills.
Mending Hearts has taught me how to function again, how to be part of society.
Well, right now I'm a case manager here at Mending Hearts. Not only did they help me recover, but they also helped me with my professional career.
So I have been working here 4.5 years now, and I started as a peer supervisor. I moved up as a peer program director's assistant and then to an admissions coordinator, and now I am the MAT, Medication Assisted Treatment Program Director, and my life looks amazing. I have a relationship with all my children, and I have a beautiful home.
I am so close with my daughters now. I talk to them just about every day. They are so encouraging, and I'm talking to my grandbabies on video phone because when I was in addiction, I made a lot of promises that I wasn't keeping. And so now I'm able to keep those promises.
My relationships have gotten incredibly better. They trust me. I see my kids all the time. I spend time with my children. I have a great relationship with my children, even though I don't have custody of them. I'm able to show up when I tell them that I'm gonna show up, which is huge. As an addict, you take those things for granted, and you don't keep your commitments. You don't honor your commitments, and for me to do that today is huge. And so my family really saw a difference this time around.
When I leave Mending Hearts, I want to go home. I have a house. I want to take over my mortgage again, get my babies back home.
And I really do want to help other addicts and save other women because we're all worth a better life.
I love being a Mimi. I love being a sober Mimi. I love being the mom that they can count on now when they call me for advice, call me to help out with problems, or whatever. I absolutely love it. And I'm 110 days sober today.
Awesome. Mending Hearts is a game changer. It really is. It's drastically different than other places. I love it.
Good morning. Good morning. Man, thank you guys for joining us. Listen, my name is Trina Frierson, founding CEO here at Mending Hearts. So grateful for the years that I've been able to spend here. I want to thank you this morning for joining us. Listen, we're excited about today's time. Many of you know, and those who don't know will know, that Mending Hearts started just from the humble beginnings of my personal past of, being homeless and indigent and a 17-time felon. My choice of stepping back and reaching back, helping people just like me, was really just a vision. And in that vision, I'm grateful today because it's people like you who have volunteered and supported us along the way. And as we come along the way, we started from just this transitional program to now a full continuum residential treatment program. And because of that, we're serving more women. We have a capacity to serve 110 women at one time with the full continuum program that consists of medical detox, residential treatment, peer program. And one of the things that we are looking to add outside of our intensive outpatient program is our partial hospitalization program. And that's why we are asking for your support today to come join us. Join us in helping enhance these women's lives for a better quality of life. With that, we're installing a partial hospitalization program. And what that will do is that every woman that comes through the door doesn't need residential treatment, but she can go to partial hospitalization. And as we continue to enhance that life, it calls for 2 counselors, 2 therapists, It also calls for our telehealth meds. And so if we can get your support today, we can truly enhance the quality of life of these women. I want to thank all of our volunteers and supporters. If you look here at the screen below, you will see a code that will allow you to continue to donate and support this agency today. And if you go on our website, mendingheartsinc.org, you can continue to follow us in various ways and look at the services that we need. We want to thank our sponsors who's given not only to this program, but those of you who are supporting this breakfast. We just say thank you. We could not be here without you. It's your support that keeps us pushing forward. We appreciate you truly.
We are so grateful that you are here with us today, and we have a little bit more to go. The most important thing we know is understanding what recovery and reentry is about. We couldn't ask for a better speaker. Dr. Erin Calipari from Vanderbilt joins us today to talk about addiction, recovery, and reentry, and how important Mending Hearts is to the success of women going through that cycle.
Hi, I'm Erin Calipari. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Pharmacology and a member of the Vanderbilt Center for Addiction Research at Vanderbilt University here in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm really excited to be kind of speaking to you guys today about a little bit of the work that we do and kind of how, it fits in with kind of what's going on with Mending Hearts. And so my work for the last 10 years, maybe more, has really focused on addiction and the kinds of things that really drive drug use and relapse and vulnerable populations. And so one of the things that's kind of become apparent recently with the COVID-19 pandemic is that we're seeing increases in drug use and relapse. And so now more than ever, it's important to understand the things that really contribute to addiction, and also, come from this other angle and provide services to people suffering. And so I think the best way for us as a community to solve this problem that's one of the biggest global health burdens is, kind of twofold. One is to say, how do we provide healthcare, treatment, interventions, and support for people suffering from addiction? And that's kind of, where Mending Hearts comes in. And then how do we figure out how, addiction is working, how our brains are changed by drugs to find therapies and pharmacological treatments to actually treat people with addiction. And so right now, especially for some of the drugs that we have, there's no magic bullet to cure this disorder. And so essentially what we're relying on is prevention and also support. And so my work has really focused on who is vulnerable and what factors drive addiction. And so what's really, really important to know is that things that increase drug intake are things like social isolation, so not having a social support network, things like stress. And so we've seen this with things like instability, loss of jobs, homelessness, all of these things cause stress. And so thinking about, how those contribute to relapse, but also who is vulnerable. And so one of the most vulnerable populations for substance use disorder is women. And so women are more likely to have problems with drugs. They have more problems with abstinence, and they relapse at higher rates than men. And so, women represent this particularly vulnerable population. And so, I had the pleasure of talking to Trina kind of about how their programs came about and, how she sees, addiction and how we should be helping people. And I was so excited to see, that this program is really, one, helping women, which are one of the most vulnerable populations, creating an environment of support and a social network. So basically giving people support, something we know prevents against relapse. And also, giving homes and stability to people, which reduces stress and anxiety and allows people to kind of learn how to, integrate into society and how to kind of have a network of people who care about them and want to make sure they're doing well. And one of the greatest things is that they have incredible outcomes. And so they're seeing real success by doing, what they're doing for the community. And until we have this, magic bullet treatment, which we don't have, this is really the way for us to make a difference and an impact on our community. And it's been so exciting to kind of see, how the kind of personal experience that's really driving how they're thinking about helping these women also is reflected in the kinds of things that we see in the lab. And so it's really great to see how this is kind of contributing, the next steps, and the fact that this is such a great thing to support going forward. And so, thank you so much for letting me kind of talk about my work today, and I'm excited to, hear more, see where this goes, and if people have, questions, I'm pretty easy to find online. So my website is caliperilab.com, and so you can contact me via email, and I'm happy to chat. And I'm really excited to see, where Mending Hearts goes in the future with kind of support from the community. And so thank you so much.
Good morning, my name is Christy Steele. I'm the Peer Support Program Director at Mending Hearts. I'm also alumni of our program. This morning I want to talk to you and encourage you to donate. Since its inception, Mending Hearts has served over 4,000 women. At this time, we have 100 women on our waiting list that desperately need services. We are implementing a partial hospitalization program that will provide treatment services for the women in our community, which will also allow them to have treatment services and reside in their own homes. We're also adding additional intensive outpatient treatment programming. In order to provide the services to the 100 women that we currently have on our wait list, we need $250,000. At this time, we have a donor who is going to match $125,000 to $125,000 that we receive in donations today. Thank you so much for your donation this morning, and thank you so much for joining us for our annual breakfast. This program saves lives. It saved my life, and I am so hopeful that your donation will ensure that women gain the recovery that I was afforded.
Thank you so much for supporting Mending Hearts. We hope that you continue to contribute to the donations that support all the women here.
Thank you for your support of Mending Hearts. It has saved my life. And due to your contributions to Mending Hearts, I'm able to continue my recovery.
When I got here, I was broken. My heart was broken. But thanks to Mending Heart, my life is getting back together again. My sobriety date is February 8th, and I have had the best experience here. It makes recovery so worthwhile. Thanks, Mending Hearts, for loving on me when I couldn't love myself.
Mending Hearts is my home. I've been trying to get sober for 10 years now, and this is the first place that I've felt hope. These are truly amazing women, and they're awesome, just so awesome. So if you can, just please donate to us, because this really works, and we love it here. Thank you.
And now here's a very special part to this entire morning. We're so fortunate to have the nationally acclaimed Nashville-based band Unspoken play for us today. But just before that, Chad Matson, who's the lead singer, is going to speak to us. You see, this community of folks in recovery and reentry are all about supporting each other. And we'll hear Chad's story now.
What's up, all you beautiful people at Mending Hearts? This is Chad with the band Unspoken, and we've recorded some music for you to enjoy, and just letting you know that I myself am 18 years free from addiction. I just am gonna tell you this. I was in my mid-20s when I got sober. I had absolutely nothing going for me or going on in my life. It's just continue to take one step after another, one small step, and I have certainly seen it in my life over and over again. I'm married, I have kids, I've held down a job, all of these things that I never thought I could have before I found Jesus and before I got sober. So just from one broken person to another, the hope and the love and the forgiveness and restoration and peace takes you many miles over time. Much love to you, and enjoy the music.
And we're all related, brothers and strangers. The king and the beggar bleed the same. We've all got a sickness, a terminal condition, and we medicate it, but the pain won't go away. Yeah. I see the eyes of a million faces, looking for it in a million places. Only one can save us, Jesus. And everybody's searching for it, and everybody's reaching out. They're trying to grab a hold of something real. You are the cure. Only you can satisfy us. You fill up the void inside us. Never been a heart you couldn't heal. You are the and you are the doctor, the healer and father to the orphan without a home, yeah. We fell into darkness, we were lost till you found us. You're the remedy we're looking for. You are the cure. And everybody's searching for it, and everybody's reaching out. They're trying to grab a hold of something real. You are the cure. Only you can satisfy us. You fill up the void inside us. Never been a heart you couldn't heal. You are the search no more. I believe that tonight. You watching out there, you don't have to search no more. Everybody's searching for it. Everybody's reaching out. They're trying to grab a hold of something real. You are the cure. Only you can satisfy us. Fill up the void inside us. Never been a heart you couldn't heal. You are the Now, if y'all out there got rhythm, you can put your hands together at home. Wake up your grandma, she's sleeping on the side of the couch there. Say, Grandma, what's your favorite song? Sing this with us if you know it. And this year's felt like 4 seasons of winter, and you'd give anything to feel the sun. Always reaching, always climbing, always second guessing the timing. But God has a plan, a purpose in this. You are his child, and don't you forget. He put that hunger in your heart. He put that fire in your soul. heaven, then we would see his hand on everything, every hour, every minute, every second. He's always been in it. Don't let a shadow of a doubt take hold. Hold on to what you already know. He put that hunger in your heart. He put that fire in your soul. His love is the reason to keep on believing, yeah. And when you feel like giving up, and when you feel like giving in, his love is the reason to keep on believing. Now sing this with us if you know it like this. It's the reason. It's the reason. His love is the reason. Say, ooh. He's the peace in the madness that you can't explain. He's the hope in the heartbreak, the rest in the suffering. He's closer than the air you breathe, from the start, the end to the in-between. Now this is my favorite part, listen up here. Don't you dare doubt even for a minute what he started in you, yeah, he's gonna finish. Put that hunger in your heart. He put that fire in your soul. His love is the reason to keep on believing, yeah. And when you feel like giving up, and when you feel like giving in, his love is the reason to keep on believing. Sing it out, here we go now. It's the reason. It's the reason. His love is the reason. It's the reason. His love is the reason. You know, his love is the reason that we can take another step, that we can persevere through adversity, that we have hope in situations that seem hopeless. It's all because of his love. His love is the reason.
Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm a former client and an employee at Mending Hearts. Mending Hearts has absolutely changed my life. We currently have 3 IOP classes, and we have a huge wait list and a huge demand for the services here at Mending Hearts. And what we're trying to accomplish is getting a PHP program as well as another IOP program. So we want to hire more staff, like counselors and therapists, so that the ladies on the wait list get what they deserve. And they deserve to heal, just like I did.
My name is Aubrey and I'm 28 days sober. Hi, my name is Summer W and I'm 28 days sober.
Thanks to Mending Hearts, I'm 48 days clean.
I'm Stephanie and I have 67 days clean today.
My name is Misty and I'm 40 days sober today. Hi, my name is Tony and I'm 31 days sober today.
So we're asking for your help, for you to donate so that we can build these programs for the much needed women out there that deserve our services. So scan the QR code now that's on your screen and help Mending Hearts build the program that these women deserve. Thank you.
It draws you in, so I just encourage anybody to get on campus and learn about Mending Hearts and getting involved any way they can. So.
What a morning. Thank you for being here with us. We thank each and every one of you for being a part of the 17th annual Rise Mending Hearts Breakfast. It's been so inspiring. I want you to know that we don't end when the event ends. There's 30 more days, so you can still play a part in making our vision a reality. Hey, share the text number, would you? Encourage people. Tell people the story you've heard today. We're counting on you. We need you to make sure that these women who are recovering, moving into reentry, and finally into freedom can figure out and uncover their own potential to make the world a better place. Thank you so much.